Hi Statesman Nation, we're here with head coach Steve Tucker of the men's golf team as we preview the 2019-2020 season. We're just going to get right to it. We're going to talk about last year, we're going to talk about this year, and we're going to do it right this time. So
Yeah, all right.
Let's recap last year a little bit.
Yeah, again, we had another good season. So it's nice to start our interview talking about last year, because last year is a good memory.
Yeah.
And finished second at conference. Chegwin finished third individually. We're disappointed in that. We were at the time. But when you look back to where we've been a few years ago, if we would have finished second and had an individual finish third, we would have been jumping for joy.
Yeah.
So we're at a point now where we're expecting good things, and we see good things most of the time. And the guys four of the guys that were at conference are back with us again this year. So we've got Spencer finished fifth, and Ollie had a good showing at conference. Oscar and Juan were all at conference. So most of the teams that were at conference last year are not bringing back four of their top five guys.
Yeah.
There's going to be some guys gone, missing, whatever you want to call it, flunked out.
Definitely turnover, yeah.
Yeah, so we're in a good position. We've got some good experience coming back.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about that experience first, and then we can talk about the newcomers.
All right, so I'll go down my list.
And see if we can get it right this time.
I just mentioned that Spencer, as a freshman, finished fifth at conference, made all conference. So that's a big deal. It was a big deal for him to accomplish that, and he played well.
Yeah.
And so he's coming back. He's qualified under par in each of our qualifying rounds, so he's leading qualifying. So it'd be nice to still have Chegs up there,
Right.
because he graduated in 3 years. He could have been back, but we're looking good still.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Spencer will be up there. Ollie's going to be up there. Oscar's qualified in the 3 spot right now. Juan struggled a little bit. He's from Venezuela, and he was in Houston. He was back home in Venezuela and didn't know if he'd even make it back, so he got back a little late. But those 4 guys, we're looking for really good things from them. And then we've had a couple transfers come in that are really good players, have good history, good scores, and they're good players.
Yeah.
So that they're going to supplement the returners well. And a couple of freshmen have come in and played well in qualifying also. Austin Hafner, football coach's son.
Yep.
Yeah, we stole him. He should be the quarterback on the football team, like his brother was.
That's
but
right.
He'd rather play golf.
Yes, he likes golf.
Yeah, see, and he's a good player. And Brock Hartley from Wilton, Iowa, is going to be a good player for us. He played baseball, he played football, he played basketball, did all those things in high school at a small school. Just a big, strong kid with a really good attitude.
Mm-hmm.
So we're setting good. And then we've got a couple other kids back that have played well at times. Tony Roca ended up last year in our sixth spot.
Yeah.
Went to conferences or alternate. That's the
There
word.
you go, that's
Alternate.
what
He's back. He's been sick, but he's had a good round. He's had a bad round, and he's struggling with a little bit of sickness right now. Ethan
Kaiser or Kaiser?
is back, and Ethan can play well too. But he's back for his junior year, and we've got, and Jake. I mentioned Jake Taylor earlier. Jake Taylor's back, and he's not going to be a varsity guy. He knows he's not going to be, but he likes to play golf, and he's got a really good attitude, and he likes to be around the team, and he's just a really good guy.
Yeah.
So we're excited about the guys that are back. A couple other new guys that are coming. David Decker and Josh Fain, both of Bold here.
Mm-hmm.
They're joining the golf team to have some fun with golf and to try to get better. And as Dave Decker said yesterday, he says just an opportunity that I never thought I'd have at college to be on a golf team. And it was one of the 5 things that don't.
There you go.
Yeah. So he's excited. Josh is fun to have around also. And then Mateo Verice has joined us from the basketball team. So they've been in school before, now they're on the golf team. We've got the Eddyville guys coming in. We've got 3 freshmen from Eddyville that are joining us, Jaden Herr, DJ Stout, and Jake Shepard. Again, really good athletes like Brock. They just need to focus on golf.
Right.
And you'll watch them hit one really good shot, then you'll watch them hit 2 that aren't so good.
Yeah.
And then they'll 4-putt. But the next hole they'll 1-putt. It's just a matter of getting them to be golfers.
Yeah, right.
And I told Jaden that the other day. Jaden was showing a little frustration. I said, Jaden, you're just starting to be a golfer.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got a lot of time to work on this. We'll get it fixed.
Yeah, you've just been an athlete, overall athlete before doing all these different sports. Now you can just concentrate on one and
Yeah.
see how good you can.
Oh, Bruno.
Yep.
I left off Bruno this time.
Only
So-
one. You missed like 3 last time.
Well,
so
we're
we're
gonna
getting better.
go back through here. There might be more. So we've got 18 guys this year, and bringing in 11 or 12 new guys into the group. Yeah, when you see them, you know who they are. But then when you've got them all around,
Yeah.
you're trying to say who we missing.
Yeah, right.
Because we've got 17 here now. Which one is not here?
Yeah.
But Bruno, Oscar, and I got on Facebook and Skype and all that stuff, and recruited Bruno from Spain. So we've got Bruno coming in as a freshman also. Played really well the other day in a match play event against one of our experienced guys and took down one of our experienced guys. So he's got some real talent, hits a nice golf ball and smiles a lot
There you go.
because I think he's not real comfortable with the English.
There you go. I'll just smile right through my broken English. It's okay.
And sometimes he'll tell me something that I don't quite understand.
Yeah. But he smiles, so it's okay.
But he's smiling, so it's a good thing. He's happy, and what I'm encouraged about is that these guys are all fun to be around.
Yeah.
And I like my team, and we've got some eligibility issues we're going to work through. Fall, you might not see as good a scores as what you're going to see in the spring.
Yeah.
But in the spring, we're gonna really go out there and kick some rear end, I think.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I said the first time, golf's great because you got 2 different seasons. You more or less have the practice season of the fall, and you just hope that you don't really ruin your ranking too bad during the fall, and you go out and do all the real business in the spring and win conference and go to nationals and all that stuff. So you can take your lumps during this semester and figure out who you are, and hopefully everybody is progressed and take advantage of several months of good practice, blah blah blah, and then they're ready to go in the spring and, like I said, kick some rear end. So
Yeah.
Real quick, let's talk about the schedule a little bit. You got a couple of pretty interesting events.
So our first event will be not this weekend, the weekend after. We'll be going down by St. Louis to Wentzville, Missouri, I guess it is, and it's called the Crossroads Invitational. It's put on by Wentzville Youth Golf, and it's the first year for that tournament. We signed up for it last year, and then they didn't have enough teams commit to it, so they canceled it. So we signed up for it again this year. It'll be their first event, and it's a fundraiser for the youth golf program, and they've got host families, so we're staying with families down around the golf course, which will be an interesting thing for the guys, and I like the idea because I hate having the guys spread out all over at a motel.
Yeah.
This way I know right where they're at. They're with families. Not that we misbehave, but we'll be behaving better than maybe we might at other times. So it'll be a really fun event.
Yeah.
Then we have the conference preview the first weekend of October. And after that, we're hosting at Spirit Hollow with Southeastern Community College. Zach Swingstad's the new coach down there. So as you know, the Swinks are a good William Penn family, and it's going to be a good relationship. They've got a couple guys down there that we recruited, and they might play down there a couple years, and we're hoping that the relationship's good enough that we can build up a nice go to Southeastern, come to William Penn type thing for the right guys, the right people. And then after that, we've got a match play event, which we've never done before, and it's kind of a new thing for college golf. 8 teams will be down at Baker, and we're playing in Olathe, Kansas. And 2 match play matches the first day of the tournament, and then the championship,
Cool.
which we hope will be in on day 2. But we're guaranteed 3 matches either way.
Yeah,
So
so
we'll be-
consolation.
Yeah,
Okay,
so that's a little shorter fall schedule than we're used to, but we're doing that on purpose because we'll have some people become eligible in
Yeah.
the spring. So we're gonna add another event in the spring, maybe a spring break event,
Loaded up. Yeah.
so that we can get ready for conference at the end of April, 1st of May.
Definitely. Being, again, we're talking 6 months down the road when we're really gonna worry about what this team looks like, but, what are you looking at, accomplishing this fall, I guess, with a little bit different squad?
Yeah, it's interesting that you kind of say, well, you want to be at nationals.
Yeah.
But you have to hit things before that.
Yeah.
So one of our, did I mention Jace Mueller and Andrew
Well,
Ryder?
you mentioned them just as transfers, but you didn't actually say their names.
I didn't, did I?
No, you did not.
Okay, so Jace Mueller's from Burlington. He played at Indian Hills 2 years ago, went to Iowa State last year, and now he missed college golf. He's back.
Mhm.
So he's transferring in, and Andrew Lawyer is our other transfer. He played at a D3 school, number 1 at a D3 school, and he's transferred in. So that's part of our ineligibility issues, is making sure transfer credits and all that happen. But I was visiting with Jace yesterday, and Jace says we're ranked 27th right now in preseason.
Yeah.
And nobody knows how good we really are.
Right.
So this fall, we're not gonna have some of those people.
Yeah.
And we're getting them into practice, into the William Penn golf philosophy.
Mhm.
And when spring hits, then these guys that are not eligible right now because of transfer hours and all that stuff are gonna now be varsity guys.
Yeah.
And as Jay says, Coach, we're gonna be ranked in the top 20. We need to win conference. We should win conference. And then we go to nationals. But if something would kind of get fouled up in there and we don't win conference, if we're ranked high enough, then we might get an at-large.
Right.
So we're gonna work really hard with our ranking.
Yeah.
And of course, focus on being conference champs.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it takes care of itself.
Right, right. So, final question, just the keys to success of actually getting there. Again, I mean, the biggest part is, right now, I guess, go to class. I mean, to be simply, put it,
Yeah.
like, we gotta make sure that these guys, and again, it's not a great issue, it's just when you transfer some hours, you just don't have as many hours as you think or whatever, but, basically, they go to class, they take care of business, and they're ready to go in the spring, and hopefully they've also just done enough on the golf course too, and prepare themselves that way, but I'll let you.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We gotta get the academic side in order. I'm after them every week about, you gotta go to class.
Yeah.
And I walked through Penn Hall the other day just to see if I could find any of the guys. And I found 2 of them in class.
Oh, there you go.
Sitting by each other, front row of the class.
There you go.
That's what
Set the example.
that's what we're focusing on, is getting everybody ready for spring golf. Yeah, we're gonna play this fall, maybe not with our best team,
Right.
but we're still gonna be competitive.
Yeah.
We've got a good team, and we'll just be better in the fall, in
Yeah.
the spring.
Yeah.
We're good now, we'll be better in the spring when everybody's eligible.
Definitely. All right, Coach. Well, best of luck this fall. Best of luck with everything and the whole gamut there. And we'll definitely be keeping tabs on you and probably talk again in the spring as we're going forward. We'll bring somebody else, and I know you don't like
Well,
doing this, and I don't like wasting your time either because
I
I
was
do it
kind
twice.
of thinking that if this one didn't work, maybe we'll have to do it again anyway.
Yeah, there you go. We'll do it again anyhow because I'm sure probably something happens. So
No, it's
anyhow.
always fun.
Yeah.
And I enjoy talking about golf. I enjoy talking about these guys, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Definitely. All right, we'll catch Coach Tucker and the guys out on the course this year. No home events this fall, maybe in the spring. I guess I don't know what your plans are.
Well,
We won't put you on that.
Burlington
Yes, it
is
is
our
a
home
home.
event.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. We'll go to Burlington. Yes, this fall and catch a statesman. So best of luck, Coach. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks.